Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Osborne here. Today, reporting on the Army Cycling's Championship. Today on Zwift on the country to coastal routes with a total of 33.4 kilometres. Hopefully, we've got a few people already watching in. I think we've got about 6 people so far in and watching. So, welcome to the stream. Hopefully, you enjoy it. Today is one route of the country to coastal route, which is 34.4 k's in total length. Quite a cheeky little route. It's not just as flat as it looks. We've also got some lumpy bits at the end as well. So we have got quite a few cheeky lumpy parts as well to the course. Guys are on track at the moment. Just finally warming up. We've got another 5 more minutes to go. Before we actually start. If anyone is watching the chat, just give me a shout. Let me know that actually you can hear me all right, and I'm not being too loud or I'm too quiet. That would be great. So yeah, let's jump into the pens, see what's happening in there. And so we've got the guys just warming up. So how this event's going to work out then, it's 2 pens. So you've got the men's pen in A pen, okay, and that's across all categories. And then you've got the women's pen in E pen. They'll be starting 2 minutes after the men, which will be starting in just under 3 minutes or 4 minutes. The way this championship is going to work, or a single race. So up until now we've had the autumn and winter series, which was a variety or a series of races. Which obviously the points all accumulated to both the individual and core standings. This is just one race to decide them all. Top 7 from each core will go into the will count towards the core, and obviously their individual standings will count for that. Currently, we're just sat on Rob McEwen before they start. Just going to check my chat is working. Yeah, I've got some up there. I need to just copy that link. Okay, unfortunately the link that I've got for my chat isn't working on the screen, but I can see it in front of me. So anyone got any questions, please just fire away. So the course itself, like I said, it's a little bit of a cheeky one. It isn't as flat as maybe the profile would initially look. There are some cheeky bits. First of all, in the first couple of Ks, cheers John, thanks. Yeah, first couple of Ks there is an immediate climb out, which will probably break the pack initially. It'll then flatten off as they're going into the new areas of the Mercury Island map. They head back to this side, to the countryside, and then it will actually finish on a nice little cheeky climb as well, just to catch people out. Well, not maybe catch people out necessarily, but yes, it's definitely a cheeky climb to have. So just talking about actually the Winter Series that we've just had. Winter Series was won by the RLC Corps, though it was very closely contested by the infantry. A few worthy names from the RLC: Laura Furness, Paul Carr, aka the Jordanator, Matt Dean over at CCAT, Steve Williams as well, as he was a good sprinter from the CCATs. In the infantry as well, you've got Craig Bickerton, Michael Sobolski, sorry if I'm butchering these names, Alex Vick, and maybe Simon Howe, who's a bit of a legend within the cyclocross area. He might also be in the pens as well, but we'll see as once they start who's where. So yeah, just with 30 seconds to go, I'm just going to drop them a quick message in the companion app just to wish them good luck. What I'll try and do once they've started, I'll try and follow through all the riders, see who's what and where, follow each other, and try and see what kind of stories we're getting. So we'll have the women as well leaving in 2 minutes, and I'll be jumping back to see them as well. Hopefully, see what's going on. So here we go. It's going to be a hard start then. People are going to go strong, probably trying to break the pack up initially. Yeah, straight away we've got some hard riders. Typical for Zwift races to go really strong at the start. Okay, they want to try and break the pack apart early on. Because this has got a cheeky little climb, not just as you can see now, but within a couple of Ks there's another little climb that will already start spreading the pack out. You can already see there then that we do have a little bit of a gap. But just because these riders may have been dropped off, it doesn't mean it's the end of the race for them. They'll still be competing for the core standings regardless of where they are. Them positions, them fights at the back could still count for the core's overall standing. So just because they're not at the front doesn't mean they haven't got a race to ride. So we've got Paul Spence, one of the BCAT riders for the artillery. So here we go. This is that first little climb I already mentioned. What kind of numbers we getting? Let's have a look. Sitting around just under 5 watts. Some of them are pushing up to 5. Who we got at the front there? Tom Dobson, one of the development riders for the Army Cycling Road team. Riding for the engineers. Same with Tom Mulkin as well for the engineers. Clearly the engineers are trying to already break the pack apart, make it even harder for everyone else. A few signallers. Rob McEwen, Kieran Roberts. Kieran Roberts was the overall winner in the BCAT race for the points and under GC. The Jordanator, I mentioned that's Paul Carr. He won for in the ACAT. Jack Pingwild, he was also riding the ACAT race. Yeah, for the RCAM. But we've already got a little cheeky gap at the front already. Tom Dobson already putting the hurt in. Already making 3 seconds already on the group. Very early to try and do a solo attack. Got a long way to go. But no doubt he's trying to make everyone else suffer a little bit, because there are people going to want to close this down. So people are going to want to work hard. And then there are going to be people start getting spat out of the back. So Craig Scott there, he's just one of the ones that's been unfortunately just been spat out. But Craig, I know from riding with him within the B-Cats, he's got a very good. He's very good at just holding the numbers, keeping it steady, and he tends to always pull riders back. Yeah, he can just keep going. Got Ant Olnut as well with him. And I believe that's Steve Barham as well. But if they work together, they might actually be able to catch up. They're only 7 seconds. I say only 7 seconds. Feels like a lifetime, I know. But they could still work together and close that gap. Got Saiski here, who is from the Raw Signals as well. Ski Sharp. He's recently. I've only recently seen him for this previous series of the winter series. He's had a very strong race as well. There you go. Tom's just getting closed there. Chris Stewart, RLC rider, closing that gap. And there we go. They're all back together, that lead group. How many have we got in here then? So we've got Ron McEwen. So we've got 25 riders that have made up that lead pack so far. Okay, we've got a nice little group back here as well. Rich Barrett, Adam Page, Chris Blue, Tim Harrison here as well. Okay, yeah, so we've got a group here as well. So they probably will be able to maybe catch up onto Craig Scott and Ant, and maybe then work together. Okay, let's work our way back, see how the women are doing. That's me. Just bear with while I just switch over. Right, well, I'm just looking at the other groups. How are we doing? Still looking good at the front. So they're just settling in now. Obviously, they've burnt a few matches, so I'm just going to be taking it easy a little bit now. That's fine. So I'm just going through some names that I know. What else we got? Oh, what's happened there? I'm now watching the wrong race, which is good. So I'm just trying to find someone from the ladies race to follow and see how they're doing. So while I'm doing that, I'm still looking at the front. I've got watching Tim Collins there. No, Remy Ryder. He did quite well. He was third in the GC category for the Winter Series. He did really well, really well. We got. Let's see if we can find anyone else. That's me again. Right, so let's just let's focus on the front for now. See if I can talk and try and find people as well. So we got 25 people so far in this group, roughly 25 looks like it, which is good numbers. And then we've got now this pack here, so they've closed in now. We've got a little kind of our chasing group. I wonder if Craig and Steve will notice that and think, well, actually, probably best save our legs, let them get to us, and then we'll work together. Hopefully, let's see if I can find someone. Come on. There we go. Here we are. Okay, we're in with the women. It looks like only, oh damn it, Kate Vincent, thinking who else is with it. It looks like there's only 3 people that are racing tonight from the ladies, unfortunately. However, that means at least they are all guaranteed to be on the podium just by finishing, which is good news for them. And their score will also matter as well for the core standings. So, because it'll be both men and women are ranked separately, and then their scores are combined. So, for example, who have we got here? Jennifer Hudson, she's engineers, so engineers have got a good, at least a good score in there. Katie Vincent as well, an engineer, so already 3 engineers. And or what could you be? What's your name going to be? EM. So she's from the RCAM. So they will also get a nice score to add to the core standing. So yeah, sad that there's only 3 of them racing tonight, but as from a course perspective, they'll be doing okay. So let's move over again. Let's just let's find the men, and that's right, there we go. See what's happening at the front. Okay, just give me a second, just moving some things around. Right, so who we got at the front? Who are we watching now? Tim Robinson from the Army Medical Service. He had a good race actually. He was in the ACAT as well for the Winter Series. Yep, 6th overall. Got someone else pushing at the front. Does look like there might be some tactics involved today, which is good to see. It's nice to see when people are trying to do something. Rob McEwen then, yep, he's pushing the pace, trying to make a break. Chris Stewart is bridging. He doesn't want none of it, but he's also bringing Neil with him. So if Neil and Rob are getting over together, a signal is doing a bit of damage. They're probably looking out for I was just about to say the dirt part of this course as well. Dirt will slow you down, so there's a chance that they might be able to do some damage. But no, it looks like they're starting to bring it back. Alex Flick, he's joining over. He's the infantry guy, so it's good to see some infantry involved, especially after such a strong performance from the Winter Series. It's good to see that they're here as well. Jordanator there, aka Paul Carr. So yeah, it could have been just an intent, just to again tire the legs out a bit, little micro attacks, quite possibly. But there they go. So this is a new part of the Mercury Island that takes them over to the new section of Mercury. I think I'll remember the name, but I'm going blank at the moment. So the three there, still having a little race to themselves, slowly getting caught up by the group behind, though not as quick as you'd think. There's 11 seconds. They've only done about 5 seconds, that little chasing pack. And then what have we got here? Leon. I'm not going to try and say his surname because I know I'll butcher it. I know he's an RA geezer. Chris Chilton, nice hair. Lewis Tippett, that name rings a bell. I'm sure it does. Engineer, yeah, 4th in the points for the C category. Another engineer rider. There's a lot of engineers out today, it seems. Tim Harrison, artillery. Matt Dean, he was first for the Sea Cats. So where's he within all this? So he's actually still hanging out with the lead group. Good to see that mixed category riders are able to hold their own. Obviously, Zwift has its own drafting mechanisms, and if you know how to work it well, you know it does work in your favour. Where you can draft in the group, let other people doing the work, just like you would imagine on the road as well. Just slightly different, and as long as you're ready for the little attacks or the big attacks, and you can hold on, then you're in a good position. And that's what some of the lower end category riders might be doing in that lead group. So we got here 50 riders there, 57, not bad numbers. Nigel Forskett. I think looking at the jersey, I am assuming he's one of the infantry riders. So find some more riders. Let's get ourselves back to the front while we're looking. Here we go. Ryan Ridley there. I remember us saying in that he may not get mentioned much in this race, but there you go, Ryan, you're in. Who are you riding with there? Got James Grieg. I believe he's a Remy rider. Yeah, Ryan there. RLC, 8th in the C Cat. There we go. Just work together, guys. You don't want to be dropping off just yet, Chief. So we've got all these little groups anyway. For the most part, you've got your lead group, and then about 41 seconds back now. Maybe a little bit more. No, sorry, 12 seconds still. You got the Craig group. Another 12 seconds. So there's still, this group still hasn't managed to click onto them three yet. But there they are. About 12 seconds and a minute back from them. We've got another little free here. And then we've just got a few working their small pairs. Working together, making sure they're getting these points in for the car. Thanks, Ryan. How are you finding the race so far? Who's your money on? Still trying to work out who actually we've got really, like number wise. Looking at the jerseys, see a few RLC ones here. When we go right to the front, what we got? Well, we're on the dirt now. So, for anyone new to Zwift, terrain is a mechanic in the game as well. So you go have your tarmac, you'll have your gravel, you'll have your dirt. All will affect how the bike moves and its speed. And also, depending on the bike choice as well, will also play a part in that. Tim Collins. Oh, I wonder why that is, Will. Yeah, so the different, so the bikes react as well differently depending on the terrain. I only just logged in, buddy, from your link on the AC. Cool. Well, enjoy watching the race so far, Chief. We've got a few little groups here. We're having another attack at the front. Who's it this time? Rob McEwen again has gone for a dig at the front. He really likes to animate the race, and it's good. That's good to see. But again, other riders have gone, no, we don't want any of that. So looking in there, I mean, there are some people that aren't wearing jerseys, but we've got a few from the Royal Signals. A few there that were the engineers. I think I saw one artillery jersey in there, Paul Spence. I know Jordanator, he's our RLC. A few medical service jerseys in there as well, and a few infantry. So it is going to be close. We're on now like the flatter parts. At the moment, a few lumpy bits. How far we travelled so far? 17.2 kilometres. So we're almost halfway now as well in regards to actually distance travelled for this lead group. work our way back. So 15 seconds. Steve Williams has unfortunately been ejected at the back. He was the top rider actually from the sprinters in the Sea Cats in the Winter Series. Have they been absorbed now? They have been absorbed now. So Craig and Ant and the gang are now been absorbed by this chasing pack. Cool. That's good to hear, Ryan. Cheering for the signals then. Yep, so that's our chasing pack now, and what we're saying, chasing pack's about 45 to him, but reality is they're about 2 minutes now from the lead group, and we've got our 3 here. Like I say, all these looks relentless at the front. It does seem relentless at the front. You're right, Chief. Yeah, definitely relentless. There, Rob McEwen just enjoys having a little dig every so often. I don't know if he's just trying to tire out the legs of the other riders, or is he hoping someone else will come for him. But yeah, he's definitely trying to animate things there. Which is good though. It's good. That's you can make these races exciting like that. I say there's nothing wrong as well as working together in a group and saving the legs. Obviously, riders have their different niches and where they're strongest at. So it's Rich Smith now at the front. Is he trying to do something? Don't know. Let's just pull the map out a bit. So yeah, this actually is quite a cheeky part of the course as well. So it loops round, and it's quite a nasty climb. It's small, but it's nasty. It drains the legs a little bit. So that's Stefan Gloyn at the front there. What jersey he got on? The engineers, yeah, engineers there, putting a turn in. Simon Richards is not having any of it though, so this will drag it out a little bit, and this climb really does drag on the legs. And then you've got this bridge coming up here. Go. So we can imagine now there's going to be some people that are just holding on. So Matt now just holding on. There's Derek there. And at the back, these riders really need to put a dig in now, because they could get spat out. Tim needs to really push on. They need to work hard. Just crack the whip a little. So they lose contact here now. It might be hard for them to get back. Tim's really trying here. 7 watts per kilo. He's really trying. Oh no, it stopped. Oh, he's not giving up. No, that's it, Tim. Go on. Keep going, son. That's it. Look, you can see him. And that's what it will take. It will take one little sprint. Calmly tapping 7 watts per kilo. It just will take one little... There you go. Another sprint effort, and it could get on. He could get on. Rich is there. I think they need to work together now. They're almost on. I know this feeling there when you're just at the back and you can see him, and you've got to ask yourself, have I got it in me? Can I do it? I don't know. It looks like Tim may have accepted defeat. I don't know. He may have, or he might be just seeing Richards there now and he's thinking there is still hope. It's 3 seconds. I mean, that front group though was pretty brutal. I'm not going to lie. You got to tell yourself as well at these points is that front group will take it easy, because that will also hurt the legs. They will need to rest. So you may want to just keep a fairly nice distance behind, and then have a little 1 minute best effort to try and catch back on, because that might be all it is. Rogers. Not too sure who R. Rogers is, but he's there. He's really trying. He hasn't given up, this guy. So we've got Louise Darroch there. So these three have now got a choice. You've got this small group now with Matt Dean and I think it's Tom Free behind them. Do they let them jump on over a small group, or do they just work together, hope that they can make that gap? It's only 8 seconds. 8 seconds is a lot. Yeah. So, how many have we got left now at the front? 14. 15. Come on. So where we at? So what's that, Ryan? So he's 18th. So we've lost another 7 or 8 out of this group. This is what's going to happen. There's going to be little climbs, and they're just going to whittle away a little bit more, a little bit more. Okay, let's work our way back now. So let's have a look at what we've got. Steve Williams there, just having a nice ride on his own, checking the scenery. It's a lovely place to ride in. James Cleary now, what are we catching on with there? So he's tried to brake, but none of these are going to have that now. They won't allow that. As we go further back, Gary Joyce there, and Leon. Gary Joyce did ring a bell. What? He was one of the riders 10th yep in the C Cap. Rocking a disc wheel as well. Is that a disc wheel I saw there? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, look at that. He's got the drops and he wants to show it off. Good stuff, Gary. Well done. James there. As he lost contact with, is it Adam Irwin? I want to say Adam. Andrew Irwin. Apologies, Andrew. And then, right. Let's check how the women are doing. I do apologise for not jumping back to them as often as I would like. Right, let's let this catch up. So Kay Vincent and Josie Hudson. So Josie. Oh, sorry, Jennifer Hudson. Apologies. Working together there, up to that little cheeky climb that we just saw the men tackle. Jennifer's starting to bridge a gap now from Josie, from Katie. But she might they might end up coming back together, as they're both engineers anyway. Quickly nip back to me, and then we'll go jump onto the men again. There we go. Right, so where we're at, back to the front. Have we got Stefan Bloin there? Yeah, so we've got our little group 3 now. And they're pulling away still from the 2 behind. So it's probably going to be these 3 now that are going to have their race. And there we go. That's an end. So we've got 10k's, around about 10k's left to go now. As we start leaving this part of the island, we'll start climbing back up again. Who else we got in here? Who else we got? Neil Shelley, signaller. He second in the B Cats to Kieran Roberts, another signaller. Putting on a strong sprints as well. Some push out some crazy numbers on the sprints. Craig Bickerton, infantry. There's Chris again, Simon. Okay. Ooh. What's happened there? So there's a good handful of signallers in here. I mean, I know that some people aren't wearing the jerseys, the core jerseys, and they don't have to. It's just to help to recognise. But we've got quite a few engineers and signallers I can see. And then obviously take into account that we've got the 2 engineers, women of Jennifer and Katie as well. It's going to be tight. If I was the signallers, I would have to probably do something to hopefully weaken the engineers at least, to give them more of a fighting chance. But I don't know. I mean, definitely not over by no means. But it's going to be tight for sure between, I think, the signallers and engineers is my money on. Sam Green. Oh, sorry to hear, Sam. Sorry to hear. For the Remy as well. How did you find the race up until the dropout, or are you still riding anyway? Just helping collect as whatever points you can at this point. So well, we've got another push again, and it's Rob again. I've sat 3 times now. I'm not sure if Rob's just doing it for a bit of TV time. Could be, but he's definitely getting it. We are 5 watts per kilo. Oh, some of these are now going some big numbers. They don't want him to go. They don't want him to go. Signallers, what are they doing? They're not letting him. If I was the signallers, I would just be sat there letting everyone else do the work, saving the legs. Maybe it get to the front, but then be that block, be that that sticky draft as in the game. I dropped out completely and came to watch instead. Well, glad you came to watch. How did you find it up until the point you dropped out? Oh, Rob is still there. He's not been caught yet. Again, if I was now, why are these putting some number? I would say the signallers, I would just be sat there letting everyone else do it. unless Neil thinks that he can help out. He's caught back on anyway. But I mean, Rob could just be purely just doing this to. He might have a lot in the tank. He might just be doing this to wear them out. Rob's a seasoned Swifter. He knows how to play the game, because ultimately it is a game. Okay, here we go. I've got our three here, still rocking at the front and not being caught by those behind, and actually pulling away from them, which is good for them. And we've got a nice little group here of two. James clearing the gang, catching them up. Only 5 seconds there, so they're going to be caught up as well. So that'll be an interesting finish. That'll make for an interesting finish for sure. We are 28.5, 20. So what we are, 6 k's away. Stefan Groin. First mile was horrendous and then it settled in. I'd have been happy to have stayed in the main pack till the end. Yeah, I agreed with you there, Sam. If I was racing, I think I would have been happy if I managed to hold on for that first mile, because that was quite relentless. But they've actually got that kind of little kicker literally at the start is also there for the finish as well. So hopefully they took note of that when they set off, that there was that kick at the end. I'm sure. So, well, I know a few people have been out to wreck it as well. Let's work our way back again. So Matt, keeping it fairly good. Tim, he's getting split out. There you go, Tim. Go on. Well done. Tim's actually got himself. He's streaming on Twitch as well. His race. I don't. What's his name? Team T Deegan on Twitch. If you want to see someone suffering, you want to head over and watch him. So, suppose at this point the money is on who's going to win this one. Who is going to win? We've got what? Let's do the numbers again. 21, 18 riders. See, Rob's there, and this is where I think where Rob's Swiftcraft comes in. He knows where he can sit in the back and recover without actually having to put many watts through. He understands and appreciates the draft in game, and that some of it is you know it's all about the fitness, but it's having the awareness as well on how these drafts work. So yeah, we got Jack, Light Rider, Kieran, Paul Spence holding it in there for the artillery. And the artillery as a gunner myself, it's good to see. And actually I ride with Paul a lot on the B-Cat races anyway, so it's good to see that he's up there fighting with the lead group. Neil, he might have a shot for the sprint. Jordanator, again, he's I reckon he could do it. To those that are watching, what's your money on? Any names there that you see that you think could bring the victory? Let us know. Comment in the chat. It'd be good to know what your opinion, what your thoughts are. What we got? Oh, what's it? 3Ks now. they doing? Are they going to be easing off slightly? Maybe just having that last recharge. Is someone going to split? Lee. Okay, do you know what? I'm not even going to try and butcher his surname. Lee Remy Rider. So yeah, I can see why you would have gone with that. Cy Richards. Okay, yeah, AMS. He's. Someone just going to go for glory now. Paul Spence. He's got. Here you go. You've got your TV time there, Paul. He's gone. Sod it. I'm having this. Oh, is no one going to react? A few people. Go on, Paul. See, that's obviously I've got to go with Paul as he's a gunner. Oh, a few now reacting. Lee's are reacting. Maybe them two could work together. But he's bringing people along with him though, and that's not what you need. Fortunately, with the draft mechanics, you need to really put a good sprint in if you want to lose anyone. We'll see what Paul does. Is he going to just let everyone pass him, get back in that draft? Paul does a lot of time trials on Zwift, so he appreciates how the draft works again. So yeah, he's put a little dig in, 7 watts per kilo, and there you go, he's eased off, got into the draft again, matching the speed. Off he goes. K's to go. Some of the guys back here on the island. 5K's to go. What I don't want to do is miss out on the front, so I'm just going to keep on the front for now. Once these are through, we'll work our way back. We'll start picking out the rest of the riders. I think less than 2K, around about 2K's left to go. If that. Look at these numbers. See if anyone's going to do anything. Starting to pick up there. One's gone. Kieran, is that Kieran with an orange number? Paul's with an orange number. They know what's coming. They've seen the banners. Paul's gone. Paul's gone. But has he gone early? There's 3 signalers there. They're all wanting it. They're all working together. Has Paul done it? He's gone. Who's that? They've all rest of them are settling in. Tom, though, he's not giving it yet. Tom, could he do it? Could he do it? Could he make it in? Could he make it? Go on, Tom. Can he do it? Can you bring him in? He's easing off, but it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Oh, this is going to be close. This is going to be close. Is he just done it? Oh, he just held on, I think. Christ, that was close. That was close. Well, that's me. I don't want to watch me. All right. There's Paul there. Just crossing through. Let's go back and find some other riders. Well done to them. Let's go. Fan view. Right, what a fit! I thought he had it there, Paul, and I'm pretty sure that he probably thought it as well. And then he saw the others coming in. They looked like Cy Richards or Tom McCulklin, Tom Dobson. One of them may have. What do you reckon in their chat? How did you find that finish? That was a good finish. That I like. That was yeah. That was an exciting finish. Great finish. Yeah, agreed. So what we're watching here. So we got the Rich, Luis, and Tim. They know what's coming. can see the banner now. So what's going to happen? What's going to happen is they're going to leave it right to this last moment. Talking a couple of Ks now. Not a couple of Ks, sorry, 100 metres if that. Using the power-ups. Is it Feather that's going to win? Oh, Tim's going. Tim's got to dig, but can he pull through them? He's sitting on the draft. Going round him. Has he got it? Has he got it? Tim's in. Cool. Right, back we go. So Matt's now nearly in. How are we doing? There you go, through the course banner, and you can see the virtual one up ahead. Right, who wants it between these? Matt's using his draft power up, but has Toby managed to get away? I think Toby's managed just to get enough distance. Rob's commented on the Facebook saying hanging, so he must be feeling good. Right, I'm just going to see how the women are doing. So that's and then we've got, so Jennifer has pulled away now from Katie. We got about 4Ks left to go. Right, it's back to the men. So we go. Craig's broken away, or trying to. He's gone for it. Pulling the feather out. Steve's still there. Rich is holding on. Ah, good to hear, Sam. Glad to have you on board. Right, here we go, Craig. Is he going to catch him? I don't know. 3 seconds. I think Mr. Barham has got enough. Yeah. Who else we got? Steve Williams next. Rich Barrett. 2RLC there. Yeah, here they come. Dave's coming through. Ants. Event now. If Ant's not careful, he'll be taken from Mr. Jones. Go on then, Ant. He's getting you. Alright. I think the effort with the 3 of them on their own must have taken its toll on Ant there. And keenly keep in front of Lewis. I think so. 11 seconds. That should be good. Phil Cox, Chris Blue. Andrew Owen there. Still in front of James. Mr. Murdoch. Back to the front and coming through now. Comfortably ahead of Lewis there. In the end. So they're just coming through now. Actually, a few little breaks. Phil Cox. Mr. Lynham. See what Linham. Sean Linham, Army Air Corps. So these two are going to battle it out. I'm sure they will. Or their legs could be just screaming out at them at this point and they just want to get home. Which I don't blame them. Oh no, someone's dropped a power up. So that's normally fighting talk, even if it's the two of yous. Any gentleman agreement that may have been there has gone. And Phil's noticed that. He's gone, yep. Sean, is he? No. So they've accepted. 37th and 38th. Chris Blue there. Let's quickly move back over to the women. Is that just in time? Got Jennifer there. Looking at last K. Enjoying her solo victory. Broke away on that cheeky climb. There she is. Well done to Jennifer. Winner there for the women. Katie Vincent. Looks like she'll be getting second place. And there. He did indeed. Just looking at some of the comments in there on Facebook. Simon Richards, yeah, huge congrats to the Jordanator. He went early and hung on brilliantly. Yep, that is true. He did indeed. Just about though. That was a hard earned victory. Let's go back to me and then see anyone else left. I think. Go. So anyone that's still in chat, what's your thoughts overall there? It's William Ledham bringing it home. Or even if any of you's raced and you've managed just to catch the end, I'd like to hear what your thoughts were. There's Ryan Ridley. There you go, twice now on stream, Chief. Well done. Liking what you've set up there. That's looks like there's some effort to match your kit with your bike. So yeah, definitely up there in the clothing category. Well done, Ryan. Good turnout there. Jock Murdoch. Remy. Bring it home, enjoying the view. Good. Andrew. 4Ks left now for them. Not much longer. Same with James. And all these positions will count. no doubt towards something. 7 riders across both the men and the women that will count towards the final standing. So yeah, so there's a good chance that some of these riders that we're watching now will actually will count towards the core standings. So for them just to continue and carrying on and not finishing. And obviously, no, Sam, please don't obviously take offence. I know you've had a technical and obviously technicals can't be helped. But equally, it still takes a lot when you're on your own riding. Just to carry on going until the finish is there. But yeah, it's unfortunate there, Sam, that you got that technical. It's nothing worse. I think the most interesting technical I've had, and some of the riders can count for this one, is when my dog's tail decided to get caught in the direct drive on the cassette on my direct drive. That was quite worrying, and it was on a climb. So yeah, dog's fine. Obviously, nothing's wrong with the tail, but obviously, that put my race to a halt. And it went into the book of Aussie technicals. I think that was the worst one that I had. So yeah, what else we got? So what's coming through? Let's just go back to the ladies, see how the ladies are doing. I want to try and catch everyone in. Obviously, appreciate that. If you guys want to jump off stream, you're more than welcome to. But we want to make sure that we get everyone in to the finish. Everyone get the kudos they deserve, and that's the point as well. Actually, if you are still in game, then give these people a thumbs up. Go and find them. It's I know it helps with the confidence boosts, and it definitely helps when you're on your own, just to see that someone's watching, or someone's giving you a thumbs up. Helps you on your merry way. So for those that are watching as well, probably the results will be published tomorrow afternoon, once I've gone through, or maybe even by tomorrow morning, depending on how quickly they get processed, the results and stuff. That's the plan anyway. For those, if you are watching this far in, and I'll probably put it on the social media anyway, if you haven't registered at this point, then do register, because it saves me a lot of time when it comes to looking for riders. There you go, Ryan, all the way in. And that's him through the gate. Well done. Not much further for Jock, Andrew and James. About 4Ks to go. And Nigel as well. So there will be plans to do a kind of off-season series. I consider the Zwift season being pretty much from autumn to winter. That's why we have the autumn and winter series. But there will be scope to try and do an off-season series. Yet to be decided how the format's going to work. There'll be hopefully a survey coming out at the end of the week as well. That will give people a chance to have their say in how they thought both the series has just happened, and what they would like to see in the future. So we I We've also got the Inter Services eRacing Championship coming up in a couple of weeks. In fact, I'm just trying to put a team together there for the men's side. There will be the competition itself. Where 10 from each core. Thanks, Chris. Thank you. 10 from each core. 10 from each service will represent the army in both men and women, and they will represent their services. But there will also be an opportunity for non-selected riders to race as well in different pens, and we'll try and hopefully make that clearer when it comes around. But that's a couple of weeks away as well. Should be fun. It's 4 races, 21st, 22nd and 28th and 29th of March. 2 of them are ITTs and 2 of them are races. So that's Jock coming through now. Well done, Jock. Andrew's nearly in. How did you find the race, Chris? Oh, that's it, Andrew. That's it. Go on, another dig like that. We're all watching. Well done. That's it. Well done, Andrew. James coming in next, which we might do actually while we're waiting. Oh, no results officially out yet. A few more comments coming through. Let's see how M's doing. Oh, look at that, less than 2k. She's pretty much actually on par with James there. Probably finishing roughly at the same time. Well done, right. Let's see where we're doing. Yeah, James coming home now. And then about a minute behind, and then that will be, is that Nigel, I believe? So let me just make sure I've got his name right. Yep, Nigel. Right, we're getting some results are starting to come through now. So yeah, just looking at Zwift Power now, it would seem Paul Card just beat Simon Richards 0.026 seconds. Jesus, that was tight. So well done to Paul, Tom McMulkin, Tim Robinson, Stefan Gloin, Ranger Roger, I forgot what his name was, Craig Bickerton, Rob McEwen, Neil Shelley and Kieran Roberts there in the top 10. And then Tom Rott Dobson, Chris Stewart, Jim B, Steve Ski, Alex F, Jack Pingwald, Lee, Paul, making it at the end of that group. Just give me a second. Typical there, Lexa decided to jump in. Yeah, and then confirmed Jenny Hudson win it for the women, with Katie Vincent second, and I think that will be M now that's crossed the line as well for the women. So yeah, I'll be processing these results shortly, and we'll hopefully get at least a provisional result in by the morning, with a confirmation hopefully by the end of the evening. As we're watching Nigel just doing the last few hundred metres, just want to thank everyone for jumping in and watching. I want to thank everyone for taking part in the series. If you've been involved in the series and raced both the autumn and winter, it's been a fun one, and it's been good to get some initial feedback throughout the stages. I look forward to seeing a lot of you on the inter-services, even if it is from the support races side of life. But yeah, thank you for your time, and enjoy the rest of your week. Ride on.